All right, Cindy, we are back from vacation. We're
That's right.
off the road,
Mm.
off the rails in my case, because I was riding the Amtrak rails.
Jeff was riding the rails, and I quite literally came into town on two wheels and came straight here to record our Top Chef footage. So you're welcome, everyone.
Please pack your knives and go.
How many Top Chef restaurants did you get to eat while you're on vacation?
0. I only ate at one restaurant the whole time because I don't want to go anywhere or do anything. How many Top Chef restaurants did you eat at, Jeff?
More than that. So I'm back and ready to discuss.
Yes, we got a slideshow earlier. We got some...
No. Don't listen to that part. Don't
Okay.
take that. Sunday, take that out.
Okay. So they are coming pretty cute with the pun names, though. They're doing a lot better than the Vanderpump Rules folks with the episode names.
Much better. Hello and welcome everybody to But I'll Take a Pinot Grigio, a Top Chef pairing. I am Chef Brantley, our house expert on all things restaurant and hospitality related. With me is my friend and an expert of her own making. Plus, she's got the biz.
Yes.
Sunday, what you got?
Are you working on your intro? That feels like polished and bad. Like, that's a really good one.
Constantly working on it.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sunday's pop culture professor, and as Jeff mentioned, self-proclaimed expert. And I do have some biz, and not a lot. I know I say that every time, but really not a lot. It just concerns our summer house coverage. As you may have heard, Emilie and I did this marathon catch up for Summer House episodes 1 through 8 that aired last Thursday, and we're going to do the back half of this season, episodes 9 through 15, and that will drop on Thursday. But next week is when it gets real. The Summer House finale and the In the City premiere are going to be back to back. It's going to be like a crossover. So our coverage of that will drop Tuesday night, fingers crossed. Barring anything, that's how it's going to do. And then we are having some conversations about the schedule. So just make sure that you go look at the schedule for the new Vintage Vanderpump is always going to be on Fridays. Top Chef's always on Mondays, but we're eking some things around. That's the biz.
We're playing around with it.
Yeah, we're trying to give you maximum content that makes the most sense for us.
All right. As you mentioned, here we are, episode 10, Hook, Line, and Dinner. All those things happen now. We see our previous little run-up to this, that we have been headed to Greenville.
Yeah.
We got Rhoda back from the LCK. Lawrence has been really kicking ass lately.
He's on a hot streak.
Destroying. And the unfortunate battle of the rice dishes. And, of course, Oscar packing his knives and going. Very, very sad moment.
You ate at Oscar's restaurant on your travels?
I did. We got to go to one. We had train mix-up on another one. Still love you, Amtrak. Too bad we couldn't make it to 2. Next time I'm in Durham, though, I'm coming for you, Oscar. 7 chefs remain as we enter this one, and we got some good news as well this week.
What?
We're back for season 24. They're doing another one. It became official. I don't know if they do it every year or it's sometimes 4 or 5 at a time, but I believe today it's official. It was released that season 24 for Top Chef is back, so we'll be back too, right?
Yeah, congratulations to Top Chef.
Yeah.
I did read an interview with Padma who said part of the reason that she decided to leave Top Chef is because the schedule was so grueling, because they were doing 2 a year or 2,
some years they had.
Yeah, and so that's why she decided. So congratulations to Top Chef season 24.
TBD on America's Culinary Cup, I believe.
Yeah, I think that it got nominated for something, though.
Yeah,
so,
most crew members removed from Top Chef is the big award. It's going for.
That's not the official award. Jeff awarded that one, just them. Okay.
No, I'm more on the Last Culture Award, the Culture Awards, where you kind of just make up your own category.
Oh, yes. Well, I don't think they made those awards either, so.
We'll see. Okay. It's not airing for another month or so. We'll see. And if you guys still want to retroactively invite me, Matt and Bowen, you guys go ahead.
Yes, they would love that. I would love that.
We open up on this little stew. The chefs are rethinking things as always, agonizing over things more right now. It's getting down to it. The little decisions are building up for everybody. We're getting Rhoda talking about her and her family. Sherry feeling like she's underwhelming. You know, what's she missing? It's tough, y'all. It's getting whittled down.
And Rhoda has to win because it's going to give her parents something else to talk about besides her being over 40, not married, and no children. So
Can't relate. Can't relate at all.
Well, you're married at least. I mean, she's like, listen, I need my parents to get off my jock about it. So the stakes are really high. Sherry, this is going to be the first of many little peeks into Sherry's, where she's at in this competition, because she's kind of feeling like, hey, I really do this dish and I really commit to it, but then I get out there and I'm hearing some stuff I don't really want to hear. So she's having to metabolize a lot of different fighters, which I'll get to in a little bit. But
yeah, the noise is a lot, because like you're sure of it, you get it out there, and then you hear all the little things, and I'm sure that's the only thing left spinning in your head. Like, not I got here and I did this and it's down to 7 people. It's like, well, that weird thing they said. Like,
but Sherry is.
I hope they didn't say flabby. Did they say flabby about my sauce?
I mean, they're not really saying much of anything about Sherry, and that's kind of her beef a little bit, right? She's not getting a ton of really, really damaging negative feedback, but she's also not getting a lot of praise either.
She seems to from the other cooks a lot. Throughout, like I've been saying, like they go to her a lot. They have her taste things a lot. We hear about it in this episode. She's a prep beast. So, I mean, she's leaving her mark. It just hasn't been with the judges, or at least hasn't been what we've seen.
Yeah.
And also, they are pulling the top 3 or 4 people the whole time. So, I mean, and she's been around that a lot. So,
yes. Well, you never want to stay in the middle forever.
No.
Because otherwise you can kind of get forgotten about. But they are headed to a very famous, apparently, place.
Yeah, we get a note from Kristen to the folks in their Greenville hotel about meeting at the pond, which no thank you, Kristen. Too cutesy for the little notes that I know are just devilish tricks. And it even has a smiley face she signed with it.
Listen,
evil.
All I could think of was Tyra Mail. That's all I could think of, because it's always got some secret pun and it's always going to be a meeting somewhere. So that's all I could think about was that.
At least less degrading here.
Yeah, for sure.
We're 20 challenges in, Kristen. Like, no time for a smiling judge face. We don't need that. Like, no, thank you.
Or do you mean Kristen's assistant who wrote that note, obviously, or the production assistant that scribbled it out last minute and put it in there? Is that who you're
well, kiss my grits. You think that she's got somebody else? Okay. I wanted to make that one in.
Well, they do go to this place. And, speaking of hard to metabolize, Kristen is dressed like she's going to a Sadie Hawkins dance on the Hee Haw set. I don't understand what is happening. She's usually always just dressed for a mammogram.
Right.
And that she's out there with this thing around her neck. We know for a fact it's probably 115 degrees out there.
Yeah.
I have more to say about that, but
yeah, this is July, Carolina, right here. So we have Tom getting everybody there, introducing Lake Hartwell. The competition here, one of his favorite of the whole season, one of my favorite. We talked about it last week.
Yeah.
The mise en place race. And before he can even say it, Gail's over there with a twist.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
None of the judges nor any of the chef testants are dressed for the heat. They are standing out there just cooking in the sun. It is very concerning to me. You guys understand how committed I am. I just got back from the beach and I came back paler and whiter than I went down there. I am very scared of the sun, and these folks are just standing out there cooking.
She says that I say unnecessary. She says concerning. I've always said about this show, they don't need to be outside. I mean, we've seen them cook on sandy beaches before. I mean, it's just stuff we don't like. They got to build their own fire. I like this one. I like where they go with this one eventually, but they're doing a capture the flag twist, and the finish line is an embarrassing amount of Finnish dish cleaner, but also $10,000.
Right. And then because, if you use Finnish, you'll have a quality product. They were really shoehorning in some very wooden play on words, and I do better, Top Chef. That bar is high.
Yeah, we know the money's got to come in, but yeah, it was rough on a couple of them.
And Lawrence has a fast pass. I've never heard them use that phrase before.
Well, remember, we were left with the mystery advantage last week. Like, we can't even tell you what the advantage of you duking it out with all these people, and you rise to the very top, and we'll tell you what you win next week. Don't worry about it.
And so the fast pass is his spoils.
Yeah, so he only does like half the. I don't really know. I mean, he just sits out one thing. Like if he had to peel some shrimp, let's say, then he wouldn't have.
He didn't have
I mean,
to do.
is that really
Yeah, but he
missing
didn't have
out?
to do any of them though.
Right.
So I guess the advantage was that he was like fresh when he got to the end. I don't know.
But they've got two teams competing. It's a kind of a 2-part quickfire challenge. Lawrence is only doing the one. One person goes, they compare with the other team, and then they go on. Again, I don't know if Lawrence's mystery advantage is really helpful here.
Yeah, and this is where he makes that comment about Sherry just running on turbo all the time.
Yeah, Jonathan did.
Yeah, and so they go through like heats. So there's 4 heats. This is the strangest weirdo selection of ingredients I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
This is the weirdest thing. Like, and individually, all of these ingredients would have been fine, right? But then like have to combo them at the end. But we'll get there for a second. But
yeah, they can do it, however, putting people in, and usually like they've switched it up, like I said, but it's usually set. This person's going to do this. This person's going to do that. This is more kind of on the fly, which is weird, but. They're trying to let the individual strength shine, like your dishes can with Finish Powerball.
You made that one up.
Yeah, it was less clunky than any of the ones they did, though, and I didn't even have to think about it.
Y'all get in touch with Jeff. He's got the punch ups for you. So they start out. Oh, also, you can send the same chef to all 3, or you can pick different, or they could be all of that. So it's this wild card situation.
We'll just get more decisions, please.
Right.
Here's some more decisions.
It's a Wild West out there, and everybody's got to decide immediately what I'm good at, what I'm terrible at. No, I'll go. No, I won't. Meanwhile, they are just out there destroying their skin barrier, and it's hard.
And they've got to act like they know what to do with scuppernongs.
None of them.
No.
Not one of these folks. I mean, I don't know. My grandmother had a scuppernong tree in her back, and Jeff and I had a conversation about the difference between muscadines and scuppernongs.
Scuppernong is a variety of muscadine.
Okay, so
muscadine's kind of the bigger family group.
Okay, because my dad makes a mean muscadine one.
Yes.
Just saying. But yeah, Rhoda's never seen them. Jonathan's never had to do
our Georgia girls are gone off this. The local flavor's kind of gone.
But it's the state fruit of North Carolina. Nobody thought to Google it.
That's where I always go back to. Like, you knew where you were going. But the scupper, they are a hard thing to deal with. So I do not.
Sunday has a question.
Please.
So we talked a little bit last week about the mise en place of it all. And right. And I was sort of mixed up because we have mise en scene in, film, all that. So mise en scene means putting something on a stage, placing things on a stage. But I heard Jonathan he says, I've never mised a scuppernong.
Yeah.
So is mise a verb?
And I mean, it is. We use it like that. But no, that's not like a proper verb.
Oh,
that's
okay.
kitchen talk.
Oh, okay. So he's just adopted it. So
it's just kitchen slang.
Speaking of, Dwayne's talking shit.
Well, is it Dwayne? Is it Dwayne? Is it Dwayne? I never know. They're really starting to blend right now for me.
I was like, don't do it, girl.
They don't have the, she's not doing the fist punching. She's not getting the music. I even had a question mark. Like, Dwayne back?
Yeah.
Because, she's talking
like,
shit about his brother.
You're so cold, Brandon. You do, my
God.
All before that, though, we can't not talk about Seeger's shortcut, who Tom thought was a really good idea until it didn't work out. Then he's like, ooh, bad move. So Seeger thought he was going to shortcut it.
Yeah.
Here.
But then he wanted to get the oil off the scuppernongs with a little Finish detergent. So another one thrown in there. So as soon as Tom can start publicly second guessing his own good idea about blanching the scuppernong, which is a great idea in water. Yeah, he said it was great at first, but you've got to bring water up to boil, and that's tough. So Jonathan wins. It was one for the blue team. I think Seeger really had it done, so that sucks being that close.
Yeah, he wasted some time, though, just trying to figure out the mechanisms of it all. But you know what? That's what you get for trying to take a shortcut, Seeger.
And put in some product placement.
Of course. I mean, listen, if Graza olive oil placement is any indication, they really know how to jam a product in our eyeballs.
Well, as you saw some of my pictures from my trip, I did have to include a certain bank's name in plenty of them.
Jeff has more pictures of the Wells Fargo sign than he does of his plates.
I couldn't help it.
Round 2.
The peel a dozen shrimp.
Yeah.
Usually a lot easier than dealing with some scuppernons. Tom, of course, wants no poopies.
No.
Nope.
No.
He said it.
I know. And that's not right. That's not okay. Like, I don't want
You would prefer what I first heard, which was you don't want to get them right after it looks like they finished Thanksgiving dinner.
No, you don't. Or you could just say intestinal tract like you did. We don't have to say poopies. We are not potty training these chefs, okay? Like, no. But
they certainly act like they are.
Yeah.
The way they're over the top of them, like, well, then get another one. Do that.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't you, that one broke?
Well,
do
listen,
this.
though,
Like, get
I have noticed, too, that Jonathan is a real sort of, like, micromanager. He's trying to micromanage Tom looking at the shrimp.
Gwen has Kristen, Gail, and Tom over them like they're the chef trifecta in the restaurant where she's the new prep cook. And they're like, well, do that. That's annoying.
Meanwhile, Jonathan's like, you sure she got the tails off? Like, everybody shut up.
I mean, this is another obstacle. This is another unnecessary
and
obstacle.
Tom is like, make sure you got the point on them. And apparently they're too soft. I mean,
you told me the rules already. Why are we doing this other shit?
Stand over there. Stand over there. But they were familiar with that one. They didn't have as many like mechanical problems or any kind of like oriented problems.
That's why we don't need the help. But Gwen wins. She said she was the shrimp peeling queen.
Okay.
And there we go. All right. So the red and blue team, both with one here. And we're going to the third. We're cracking and picking 1 ounce of pecans. And this is tough without a tool.
Right. But they're also very confused. They're like I've never seen a pecan before. I don't know how to do that. What is it? What are we going to do? And then Jonathan goes all Hulk smash on them. And it's like, what's happening? Y'all, listen, growing up, my grandmother would keep a bowl of either walnuts or pecans right there. And she had a cracker. Yeah, right? And you would do it. And then she had a picker and you would just take it out, pick it out. Nobody's smashing them to bits like that.
Nobody even thought about doing that. No.
I mean, Seeger, because he knows
My dad could hold like 8 of these in his hand if he wanted to, but there's no way he's going to try and crush one by itself. Like,
right.
No.
And you can also squeeze them together too. You
Yep.
know? Yeah. But Seeger always knows better. This is not about brute force. It's about a finesse.
Actually, I had a question for Sunday.
Okay.
Right here. Like, when you hear Seeger saying it's actually finesse, what do you think? Do you you appreciate that?
No, I don't. I don't
Okay.
like OL actually. Okay. And Seeger just doesn't have a real good showing. He's just kind of, this whole business about he's going to do the blanch, but now he's like, I love cracking nuts. Like, sir, come on.
And even when he's doing the jokey stuff, like he's just got, I've said it before. I don't know if I've really ever said this about anyone before. This is the third time I'm saying it about him. Like, real sourpuss.
Oh, I thought you were going to say punchable face because that is what I have.
No.
He has a punchable face.
Yeah. It's just more that his lip just protrudes out.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's also too cool for everything, too. But he wins. And this is also, too, where Tom might as well have, got out his, binocular monocle or whatever to, look, he's piecing through the
that I get at least. But it's after they're done also. If had been over there before, I'm like, be sure you get that piece out. Don't do that. Then that would be different. But luckily, Seeger's team is up 1. And then we've got shucking and curdling 5 ears of corn. I would want this one. You said no, thank you.
No, I don't want a shuck. The silk that is so hard to get off. There's probably a trick. There's probably some professional thing you can do it, but it is so hard to get all of the strands off, and then you're just constantly pulling them out of your teeth if you don't get them all the way out.
That wasn't part of this. You didn't also eat the raw corn.
Well, I know, but I'm saying if you don't get all the silk out and you cook them for your family, it's like, Mom, what's this? And everybody's put off by it.
I'm just picturing you at the end of this, like, all right, Sunday's gonna take us home, and then you getting that off the cob, you're like, yep. One second, we have knives. Don't do that.
Yes, well, some people like to enjoy the experience. I don't cut my kernels off the cob like a princess. We're all out here eating corn on the cob. But anyway.
Cooked corn on the cob.
Cooked, yes, for sure.
Yeah, we've got Anthony and Rhoda in it. Kind of a sweetheart battle. These guys.
Yeah, they didn't do great.
No, this is the seemingly easiest one. That,
Yeah.
like, we went from bare-handing pecans.
Yeah.
We've
Smash. Hulk smash.
got the most beautiful shrimp in the world, carefully getting peeled. Peeling fruit we've never heard of. What about corn? I fuck it up real good.
I don't
man.
know her.
Yeah, in America, I don't know what to do with corn.
Tom gets mad. He gets real mad.
I can see it from here. The other stuff, at least, pecans, he has to go pick through. Shrimp, you got to be on top of it.
He was flipping it. He was like, don't do it. No, absolutely not. Probably because it's so hot. That's why he's so mad. Because he's so hot.
Tom, unimpressed. This is the way I looked at that.
And also, for those of you who will never see of our notes, which I guess is all of you, scuppernong is a hard word to write over and over and over again. After a while, it just was whatever. It's just like some P's and some N's and a G. Because my hand was going so fast. But we do learn that Seeger has a little trot like a pony.
Oh, yes, we do. Yes, it looks like he's running for the very first time. And luckily, that comes up again.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Rhoda calls it's a no. Anthony calls it's a no. Rhoda comes back again. And the red team, finish on top. They finish that way.
Jeff, I'll be buying the finished product.
Right?
Thank you, Top Chef. I'll be buying it.
All right. And now we're to the quick fire challenge. They're going to be able to cook anything at all as long as it includes what they've just done, such as the scuppernongs, since we said it once before. We'll just do that again.
So
the corn, the shrimp, and pecan. So it's the red team plus Lawrence.
A dish with scuppernongs, pecans, shrimp, and corn.
Yep.
This is wild talk right here. What are these ingredients have never even met each other. What are you talking about making a dish? Shrimp and pecans? Okay, fine. How about it?
It's a go, which means they get to prep a little bit more in the sun, a little more heat for the competitors and everyone else.
This looks punishing.
It absolutely does. Way to win your competition. Here's another one for
out
you.
Here
just
in
go
jeans.
Sweat it out.
I know. Out there, just wearing wrong material, wrong color. No. These folks, I'm surprised they're not dropping out from heat stroke.
And they've got to pick it up right away. Rhoda's going a vinaigrette and corn salad. Lawrence, boom. Shrimp and pecan, chow mein, pecans and chow mein. Sure. Right off.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Sandy has a question.
Is it about Seeger looking like a little sad horsey, or?
It is about Seeger.
Okay.
So, I don't know anything about things. But when I do look on the screen, the ajo blanco is supposed to be a cold soup.
Yes. Like a white gazpacho.
Okay. So then his idea is to make a warm bisque.
Yes, that's correct.
So is it really in the style of an ajo blanco then? Is it really?
Loosely.
Okay.
At least in his head it is.
Okay. Because what they flash on the screen, they give you a little vocabulary lesson.
Oh yeah, Gail calls him out for it too. Not before Sherry can call out the horsey trot. Of course.
Oh, that's right.
I think this is the audio guys are having a ball too. They're literally putting Kristen Doty horse clops alongside of this. While Jonathan was messing with the grapes, they had a whole whoop. Those went out. Audio guys just having a ball on episode 10. Way to go, guys.
And I worry about Dwayne because she never tries anything. She never tastes anything.
Yeah. And
I was like, did she even try one?
I know.
She's relying so much on the sweetness. And yes, scuppernongs and muscadines can be really sweet. It's almost like a blueberry. You could get one and the blueberry tastes real sweet. The next one's going to taste bitter. Girl, try them. Eat one.
I think something in her head just went fruit. It must be sweet. And then moved on down the road because it really cannot be. My main thing I've done with them is making jelly. And you can put a lot of sugar in these things before you really want to taste it like that.
Yeah.
She is doing romesco with corn and shrimp. Sounds great. We just saw scallops and romesco the other day. Rhoda was doing that in the Last Chance Kitchen. So shellfish and romesco.
Lawrence, another one, ain't never seen a scuppernong. Didn't know nothing about it. Are they just an endangered species and they're just growing in our backyard?
I think it's just a regional thing. Yeah. We're rich on them down here.
Yes, it's wild. They never even heard of them.
And here's where Seeger decides to change it up. He's going to go hot. We are 2/3 of the way in this season. Not to mention the other 22 seasons before this. And you're going to go ahead and do the thing that we've gotten on to people the most, and that's just change it up.
And there's nothing like on a real hot, humid day to have a warm, thick, shrimpy soup.
Yum.
Delicious. That's what the body needs when you're in active.
Is there a French dip coming after this?
This is, what the body needs when you're like actively dehydrating and moving into sunstroke. Yeah, give me that bisque. Gotta love it.
That also makes me not want to get onto them about the choices that they're making when they're inventing dishes right now. It's like, well, then he went hot. What an idiot. He's like, I have no idea what's going on, man. I miss my family.
He's delirious.
I haven't slept 6 hours this week. I just cooked that hog like 3 days ago.
I mean, God, I know. Because we were talking about this too a little bit too. It's so hard to keep the time because we do get screeners and we watch them a little early. And so it's hard to say, oh, that person only left last week. Or, no, it's been 2 weeks. And when you say it's been the whole hog 3 days ago, it really probably has been like a week.
Yeah.
I mean, like that is a quick turnaround for your body and spirit.
Yeah. It's a competition, I guess.
I guess.
Rhoda's up first with her warm corn, pecan, and shrimp salad.
Not a warm salad.
That's what she says.
Y'all, what are you doing?
I thought the vinaigrette sounded interesting. The scuppernong and tamarind vernet.
And it's heat. And it's heat. It's not only is it a warm salad, but it also has some like heat flavor. So
it has some. Apparently, Gail thought it had a bit. She asked what it's about. It's like, oh, those are the Thai chilies. Then it shows the judges table again. Gail is chugging water. Like she left the set of hot ones. She's just over there.
Well, she said it.
That's all we got.
Yeah, she said it real cool though. She's like, where's the heat come from?
I know.
Just
that's
cool
what I'm saying. You got to see her like in the shot that's not directly on her before she's going to let her guard down at all. We love you, Gail, of course. But the dish Rhoda's put up seems like oddly complex, but like in a good way to me. Like a lot of interesting stuff going on, but sounds like it could make sense for sure. Lawrence, second up, doing a corn, pecan, shrimp, chow mein. Like usually, I'll just do a stir fry noodle dish in 4 minutes
with
whatever.
Oyster sauce and honey. Yeah, sure.
Make some scuppernong pickles.
Yeah.
I don't know what these are. I'll just make some pickles with them.
Yeah, I'll be.
I think Gail loves it because they talk about how sweet it is. So I think that's counterbalancing the heat. So she's like, this is the greatest thing. This is the best.
Just to help get herself back under control while her nose is running. And she's, yes, bring me some milk. Again, we talk about with Joanne too right here after Lawrence comes up. Again, never use the scuppernong, which is a real ballsy move on a chef's part to kind of like work in as a major component to something, not having ever heard of it, not having it tasted it.
No.
Which we'll talk more about Joanne not tasting things later.
May come up again. May factor into something else.
And Seeger, calm down with your jokes, sir.
Seeger? What about Tom?
Well, Tom's the boss.
Tom's the grumpy jerk right here. No, it's like, oh, what do you know? It's going to be fish, corn, and pecans. Like, yeah, dude, it is.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's the obvious joke. But Seeger, because he's just so cool and above it all, you don't get to joke with the judges. You are not peers, sir.
He's got nothing.
This is not your peer. You aren't, having a kiki in your backyard. Like, just shut it with your with your jokes. No, I won't have it. But joke's on him.
Yeah, he did his change up, went from cold to hot, was going to go in real strong, like, I found some garlic scapes back there. I thought that was interesting. They're like, no. In fact, they gave him a thank you. Like the most dismissive thank you, like, just please go. Like, you got the back of the hand. Shoot. Very soft. No, thank you. We won't be doing this right now.
Yeah.
He ends up being one of the least favorite. I think, really, if what he had done was, like, whip all that stuff he had together and I bet he made, like, a really good sauce instead of a dish.
Yeah.
That's where it seemed like he was
calling it an ajo blanco, but making it a bisque was a choice.
Yeah.
That was, I don't know.
Lawrence is too sweet, and, of course, they're still picking on Rhoda.
Speaking of jokes, Tom, what are you doing? Are you doing your tight five up there? Come on.
You burnt. You burnt. Chef Tom says you burnt.
You burnt.
And not even today. Going back to the last episode of this, Man, like that man's at a Last Chance Kitchen, just free and easy.
I know.
Oh, and I'm on the water. You know, I'm a fisherman. You know, Tom likes to fish.
Yeah, he's good at everything and does everything. But he's out there riffing while these folks are just fighting for their life, asking for Pedialyte.
Get out of here! Like what? Just I was gonna do my shrimp. And now you're on top of me. Now you're burning me about some stuff from the other day.
Tom's breath on your neck while you're trying to like peel a shrimp. Like, come on.
You know, like he's the coach that comes up to you, like, you know, I believed in you. That's why I was hard on you. Be like, man, screw you.
Yeah, I'm all set.
Are there faves left over? We got Dwayne and Rhoda.
Yeah. I don't like when they do this. Don't let them win one and then not later. It is a real fake out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much that factors into it. We can talk about that. It is supposed to, I think. Yeah, Dwayne's, they said, felt like, you know, a great dish with, you could taste the ingredients separately. Very different from what they were saying about Seeger's.
Look, though, speaking of burning, I thought Gail was about to do it because it was like, listen, Dwayne, that really felt basic at first. I was like, ooh, burn.
I know.
But she turned it around. She said it wasn't basic. It was innovative and all that kind of stuff. But I was like, damn, not basic.
Rhoda gets the win, though. Gets her first cash.
Yes.
I think she's feeling it. She's feeling back. The crew is with her. She's feeling the upward trajectory, she says. And really, everyone is gelling pretty well.
Yeah.
Like this group right now, I love it. There's not somebody who I just can't stand that they're around still.
Listen, I know that you and Brooke did not agree with me, but I don't think they like Seeger because you can tell when he comes back to
You mentioned that just a minute ago.
Well, what I'm saying is like when he comes back to this, like, oh yeah, how are you feeling? The producer's probably like, make sure you ask Seeger now. Somebody's got to talk to him. Somebody's got to.
Oh, you think the rest of them don't? I thought you meant like the crew.
Oh no, yeah.
You mean like the other competitors?
No, yes, I think they find him to be, off-putting, which. They don't interact with him. Look, just let's call it. When we watch next week, let's just hone it in and see how they are interacting. Like when he calls out, they're just like, I guess I'm deboning my fish. Like, hey, Rhoda, what are you doing? I'm working on some sauce.
We have like seen them do events since they've wrapped filming. Like they've done pop-ups together, some of these people.
Seeger?
So it would be fun to go back and look. When we're done, we'll go see if he's been joining them also.
I haven't seen his face one time. You know who are the most popular girls at the party? Everybody's asking them to dance?
Rhoda
and Oscar. Yeah, Rhoda and Oscar. I've been seeing him all over my timeline. And Lawrence pops up too.
Yeah, Oscar was even left town when I was there. So very rude. There was no chance of running into him.
How dare he?
I know. Hawaii?
Come on.
Please.
Yeah. So then, Rhoda's happy. She's won the first with the money. Now that she can get her parents off her back. Maybe she can get some freezer eggs or whatever for her parents. That's what she
got
wants.
$10,000. How's that?
Yeah.
On to the elimination challenge.
Here we are. Do we call it a fishing derby?
Yeah.
No.
That's a thing.
No.
Yes.
No, I won't allow it. We will be saying tournament or we won't be.
It doesn't really even have to come up very much. Other than you just saying that, now we can just go competition.
Well, they said it because this is the Bassmaster Classic that happens here at the Green Pond Lake.
Mm-hmm. It's a big one.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it. I don't know. Never heard of the Bassmaster Classic. So, and they have to pair up with professional anglers. You mean fishermen? Why are they bougieing up? It's fishing, okay? Like, let's call it a fishing tournament.
This is competitive fishing.
Sure, but it's still fishing.
Yeah, with money, big money.
Sure.
I mean, this is cool, though. They get a whole fishing derby. I'm just going to say it that one time. Don't head at me. I'm just going to.
No, I won't allow it.
A separate boat for every chef. Like, it seems wild to me, but like, that's fun. I would love to do it if I was a part of it.
Yeah. If you had more than 60 minutes.
Yes, also that.
I mean, you spend more time putting your on and getting instructions for the thing than you are out there. Like, they're so fast. It is just flying by. The experiences, you're not even getting to, like, be in it.
Yeah, that's why it's a big relief to them that they start them off like, all right, you're starting with a few fish already. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, and if you don't catch any, fine.
Yeah. We're going to give out awards for the smallest, the biggest, and the most fish. So one person could get them all.
Could get them all.
But the challenge is to cook the best fish dish with fish from the lake right here.
Quote.
Later on, they'll get 30 minutes and $100 to go shopping.
Okay.
And then the next day,
$100.
you get a whole 90 minutes to prep in Abyss. Like, a very nice restaurant in the Aloft in downtown Greenville that is super high end, and you get a whole hour and a half to do your thing in there.
Florence is the worst fishing student ever.
No, he got it down. It took him a minute.
Okay. Sure. Sherry's not so great too, but DeWynn, because she has a winning mentality and is a very competitive person and named all of these things that she won, beer pong, spelling bee, all these things. Just put a pin in that, sir. Just put a pin in her winner mentality.
Yeah, she got like suited up first and ready to head out. And then she was bragging about all her ribbons and trophies from field day back in the day.
Yeah.
And just waking up like Ricky Bobby here, like waking up, pissing excellence, ready to go.
That's right. If you're not first, you're last, Jeff.
Yeah, they do seem excited, even though it's an hour, and they're a little
by the way,
inexperienced.
Not our first Ricky Bobby reference since we've been talking.
It is not. Well, they're in Carolina.
They are. That's
there you
right.
go.
That's right.
So they started this, you know.
Uh-huh.
Sunday, if you didn't think people prepping in that last challenge made for great TV, how do you feel about fishing and good television?
I'm glad that they shortened it and we only got it to like 2 or 3. Like my dad used to forbid me from going fishing with him.
Yeah.
Because we would be out there for hours and hours and hours. And he said that I talked too much and I would scare the fish off, which I don't think fish have ears. I think he wanted me just to shut the fuck up.
No, when you go fishing all the time, when you're about 10, 11, you realize, oh, this didn't matter the whole time.
Yeah.
You just wanted me to be quiet. And eventually you get old enough to respect that.
Yes. Or you take a book. Or you just take a book and read while your dad fishes and tells you to shush. But Tom, not only is he a crabber, but also a fisher. So he's just an expert at every motherfucking thing.
Of course. It comes up. Anytime Tom fishing can come up over the years, it does come up. I didn't hear them talking to any of these anglers about food. I don't like, hey, I'm casting this way. I'm like, man, what do you do here? How do you cook it? What do you like to eat it with? What's going on this time of year? Because not every single one of them, but a few of them have a little issue with the fish. And I'm like, they were just, when they go to a barbecue restaurant, they're asking that guy about the time, the kind of wood, what he pairs with it, how long it's on there, all this different thing. Like these guys catch fish for a living for sure, but they've been around some.
Yeah.
So I hope that they're peppering these guys with questions. That would be I would get that first cast out and be like, all right, man, what would you do here?
They should have. That would have been a really good idea. However, some of these folks are fighting for their life, trying to get their line in the water. All they're thinking about is, oh my God, not getting any fish. Like, I just don't think that they have the presence of mind. Meanwhile, the judges riding by heckling them with their signs and Tom's fishing off the side of the boat. It's like, could y'all give these folks a break? Let them live and win and fight. Like, get back.
I forgot when you mentioned it earlier that Kirsten's assistant wrote that note, because right here, I said that I felt bad for the PA who had to make the signs.
Right.
Like, one morning they had to be like, all right, hook it and cook it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, how's that?
Yeah. Well, they're like, anybody have any like mascot experience, cheerleading experience? Can you do the block letters? Anybody? You're it. You come on down, Peter.
I went to film school. What am I doing here?
Like, nope, you're it.
Lawrence comes back with only the fun, experience, and a bag of sadness.
A bag of sadness. How would you prepare that, Jeff?
The only one of those I bought was outside of a dead show in Atlanta in the mid-90s. So
sadness may vary, people.
We get a little fun with the weigh-in, after the stress of the challenges here so far. They get to have a little fun. Once again, I think the crew's pretty tight, with or without Seeger. We'll see. Anytime, like, they're not running around and using their, inventing brand new additions. Like, it's great. Like, just watch them chill out for just a second. I hope there's, like, some break involved in all of this.
I mean, we'll see. But so she mentioned it earlier that one person could win more than one award or whatever. And our star student, spelling bee beer pong champ, field day chief of all things.
And I designed my chef coat.
That's right. But she won for smallest and most fish. They gave this woman $5.
For smallest fish, I think that's hilarious.
For
I
$5.
think it's awesome.
Yeah, they were $50 for the most fish. So that's good. That's a lot of
and
money.
a slightly bigger trophy.
Uh-huh.
Great photo ops with Tom.
It's cute because, like the old cliche about the men taking pictures with their the fish. I was cute that he was like making a joke. Like that one landed for me.
Then the biggest is Jonathan. He gets a Rhoda-sized trophy and 30 minutes of cook time.
That's the real prize, though.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Now, if I was Lawrence, I'd be like, I didn't have to clean shrimp and I won an elimination challenge. He won a quick fire and gets a whole half hour of cooking. Like, I don't know about this.
I think that Lawrence got shorted. But thank God for the loser fishermen that the anglers caught extra fish for him. But
biggest air quotes I've ever seen.
If we will notice later that I guess the anglers only caught spotted bass because that's what only they cooked with. Nobody had any kind of variations of fish. So
Jonathan's caught up on some stuff. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Tom just made a point to say it could be this kind of bass, it could be this kind of bass, it could be this, it could be catfish, it could be this, it could be that. So why'd they even tell us the list of variables if it's all going to be spotted bass?
He's trying to sell the lake, man. We got to get folks down here. They paid good money for them to talk about it on Bravo. You know that?
Yeah.
Jonathan's got some fishing acumen down because he is already commenting on his future bragging as far as how big the fish was. It was 10 pounds. It was 12 pounds. It was bigger than the boat. So he's got it down.
Yeah. And he's got that comedy thing down too. Just the fresh material. Just coming out with fishing jokes about how big your fish is. Just, him and Tom can team up and go on the road for their comedy show.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that.
And right now, folks, we're going to take a break and we'll be back after that. All right, we are back. We're going to the Greenville Whole Foods where we've got 30 minutes and $100 in most cases.
Did you see the Whole Foods from one of our episodes previously when on your travels?
I saw the the Charlotte Whole Foods.
There it is. There you go. Yes, he was just taking a whole tour.
Right next to the Element Hotel.
Yep. So Jeff is steeped in Top Chef culture on his way back.
On the way there, we're leaving the dock, where they've just had these 3 challenges. And Dwayne's like, all right, so I'm going Vietnamese stew probably right away. Like the con chua. It's like, sure. What are you talking about? Like,
these folks love a soup, don't they?
It's hot out. Let's get brothy.
This is a soup heavy season.
But I mean, it's just wild. Like they're just going, like it's pretty amazing.
Yeah. So Seeger asked Sherry if he was on the Real Housewives of Greenville, what would be his tagline? This is a real hard question to put somebody on the spot for, right? Like, because you have to be clever and pithy. And like, she's like, motherfucker, I got 30 minutes. Could you just like leave me alone?
She's got like a bag falling out.
And he is dirtier than a dirty martini.
Yeah. And really, he made a really great little shocked face. Like his like, what?
Yeah.
I thought that was fantastic. So do you think she's a Housewives fan? I had this asked Sunday a question.
No. Do I think Seeger is a Housewives fan? Absolutely. Okay. But Sherry doesn't strike me. Sherry strikes me as the kind of person who is like, oh, I don't watch TV. And when I do, I only watch documentaries. She strikes me as that. She seems like a fairly serious person.
I feel like it might be one or the other.
I mean, could go either way, I guess. But I think that Sherry is a very serious person. She probably reads a lot. She does the serious thing. She's not at home getting in the gutter with the MILFs and the, marry a millionaire like I am.
Well, maybe she should be. Maybe that's what she does after this. Maybe she'll go into a deep Bravo hole.
I hope she needs a rest.
We get to hear about Lawrence's first dish that he cooked for his wife, who we know is still with us.
His not dead wife.
We also know the last dish. So we're really getting a nice bookend here for us.
The way he talks about her, does she like call him and be like, Lawrence, I'm still alive. Stop talking to me like I'm dead in the ground. Everything's like, yeah, this is the first dish I ever made my wife, my late wife. And this is what made her fall in love with me now that I'm a widower. Like, it's just the way he talks is just so macabre about it. I don't know.
We get a little cute inside though, like at this international student party where they met. The first thing he cooked for, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
it is cutesy once you figure out that she's alive.
Yeah, she's
still,
definitely still
you're
alive.
okay.
Yo, she's definitely still alive.
Dwayne over here got Monopoly money, so she's just going to get that cut pineapple.
Cut fruit.
That's
what
right.
a luxury. This bougie bitch, her words.
Her words. And also, she went the extra mile and helped everybody out. She used that extra money.
Mama
kinda
Dwayne.
disperse it among. Yeah, Dwayne is tough, but has a soft heart. So we learned something about Dwayne here.
That's right. He's a generous competitor.
This movie's writing itself.
That's right.
I love it. Anthony, we get to see him. We keep talking about the people, and we're getting to know them more and getting to know stuff going on back home. He's talking to Butthead.
Butthead.
Yep.
Yep, Butthead. And then he talks about he has his sister that he loves her more than anything. He also has a mom and a brother, but he loves his sister more. Fuck that brother. Fuck that mom. He's going to do more for his sister, the princess. He spoils her, which very strange way to talk about a sibling, but okay. No, we're not talking about siblings. We're spoiling her and she's my princess unless she is like under 5 years old. It's a strange way to talk about a sibling. I'm standing by that.
Okay.
Okay.
We're going to let you have it.
Yeah. Just saying. And also, too, the brothers watching this, be like, hey, man, what about me?
I mean, we don't know any of we don't know more than what we're getting shown here.
Did you hear him talk about his brother in this loving,
I heard him
effusive way?
I heard him mention
Exactly.
his brother.
Is he calling his brother a princess?
He might be a dick. You don't know.
Fair enough. You know what? Then fuck that brother. Then.
Something siblings can also be.
That's right. Fuck that brother. He don't deserve it.
Here we are, ready to prep for a very short amount of time in Abyss. Like I said, this is in the Alok.
You know something that never occurred to me before me and you started doing this podcast?
I can't wait.
Is the...
If you were going to write Scuppernongs a lot?
Well, that and the element of being in a different kitchen.
All the time.
Every single week.
Yeah.
Like that is disorienting because I started noticing this one too. Like things are labeled. So like I saw like Rhoda has like, you know, her little dishes that has Rhoda on it. And then there's one like labeled shrimp because you don't know where anything is. And everybody's grabbing for everything. So I just now started noticing these kinds of things that you pointed them out.
Yeah, I remember us talking about that early on, like with Nan, you know, like little stuff she was having problems with. That mount, you know, it is because like you're on this schedule, you're with new people, you're in a new spot.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's why a lot of people.
Yeah, and you're having to figure out the equipment and all this. They are deboning fish. Now, I have never deboned a fish. Yeah. My dad, many, many times. But the stakes are so high.
Yeah.
In deboning a fish.
Right. But they've been doing this kind of thing a lot. I mean, you know, they are very worried about not giving the chefs one. But luckily, this is something, I mean, you do not want to give a diner.
Right.
Ever.
That's what I'm saying. This is life or death. They can kill you. A fish bone in your throat can kill you.
You got to try not to think about that when you're doing this.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The stakes are really high in this particular thing. I was like, because they were all using their tweezers and they all kind of remarked on it. And so it's like, oh, this is life or death.
I like that insight. Gwen immediately has a ton going on. She's butchering the fish. She's roasting stuff. She's getting like her aromatics. She's doing like 5 different cookery types, right?
Yeah, it's tough. But she's been such a strong competitor and done so well. I am not yet worried for her at this point.
No, it was like just the most, I saw her not confident in the way she was moving with all this stuff and like using the strainer, getting all this stuff. I mean, getting this broth going. I mean, remember, 90 minutes. So like trying to develop huge flavor from huge stocks like is tough to do.
Well, so I wrote down in my notes about Seeger's dish, lentils with fish, ? I'm skeptical. And then as we were watching, I learned that is something that you have made for. So I'm not going to go too hard. I just don't like lentils. Generally, they don't look appealing to my eye or my nose. So
yeah, it was a big thing in Chicago years ago. I mean, a lot of us had like a lentils dish, not like he was talking about, but then usually like a piece of trout, another piece of fish from that area, you know, some poached vegetables, and always a butter sauce. Always a butter sauce to tie everything together. Okay. So I do not know why we don't see one of those going on. Jonathan's going fish tacos, of course, a bold Bold choice for a presentation like this.
Yeah. And was he joking when he said he was going to use Old Bay?
I don't think so. Just go for it.
Okay.
He's got his tortilla press. He's ready to go.
That just feels like a choice. You're in a Top Chef competition. 7 chefs. That's like, yeah, I'm going to fry fish and use Old Bay. Like, I'm doing that in my kitchen right now.
Right. But are you making your own tacos?
Well, no. But I don't like corn tortillas either. I'm with Danielle. I don't like corn tortillas. But Rhoda, working with some mussels.
Yeah. Got a mussel and clam meuniere, like our fisherman's wives do. I mean, that's a classic thing. They're going to say classic a bunch about her, but it really, like the Barigul, artichoke Barigul classic.
Yeah. She was not a good student, except in culinary school. She hated it.
Same.
And I got one of those at home, too. He's going to do something real big and real world-changing, but it ain't going to be get an A in algebra. Okay?
I walked into school about 24. Unfortunately, there were 20 years of school, not consecutively.
Great.
But 20 years that contained school before that.
Ethan's just now about to be 17, so I guess I'm just going to hold my breath until then.
Sherry over here has named her dead fish, which she is now preparing it for a feast. So an extra little ceremony added on.
I was like, Sherry, I don't want you to joke. Like that's not in your wheelhouse. Just be.
Go watch your documentary.
That's right. Like, you know what? Be a sounding board. Be a shoulder to cry on. Like, let's don't do jokes.
And then Anthony, I love when whoever the chef is like, I'm using these agouti seeds, and you're like, no, none of us know what that is. No, come on. We're giving these folks crap about the other thing.
I told this story a couple of episodes ago about one of my students from Cameroon.
Yes.
And she brought us in this like really fun activity for us to do where we had to like roll. It's called igutu, where it's yam leaves, and then you take the yam and make a paste and roll them up real tight. And it's like a version of this is in many, many cultures, like the grape leaves that the stuffed grape leaves and all that. But she taught us how to do it. And so I got a little taste of the Cameroonian culture. So I'm right there with you.
So you knew what agouti seeds were?
I did not.
Okay, but all of that was just to remind us
I thought that it
mentioned a Cameroon.
No, I thought it was the same thing, but hers was something else. As I started saying it, I thought it was but it wasn't. But I think that's a fun connection to make. Cameroon is not.
No, it's wonderful. Just come up in the same year even.
Yeah, exactly. And I did turn her on to Top Chef. I told her to go watch Top Chef, so you'd be happy about that.
I am very happy about that. Dwayne here again, also poaching some fish now. Like, there is a lot. This is a lot to even set up and get going in a kitchen in 90 minutes.
Lawrence calls Jonathan's taco a ballsy move. Oh, like, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I just love Anthony's confidence with the, like, he's like, I'm just going to say this. They don't know what it is, man. They don't know at all. We've got the judges with Danielle Brooks and the Chubby Fish owner, James London.
Kristen, as always.
Charleston.
Yeah.
Which is, I guess, there weren't enough chefs left in Greenville after the party the other day, so they had to get a guy from Charleston.
Well, maybe he's a friend of one of theirs.
Sure.
Kristen dressed for open heart surgery as always.
Are you more comfortable with that?
Yeah, I mean, also, this dude doesn't look like he's going to the same place as the rest of them. He looks like he just walked in from England.
Yeah, and they don't give him much to do. Like, he just kind of says a few things, and
maybe he just wasn't a real fiery
It's
judge.
really the Daniel, like, we've got Daniel Brooks here, and it's like if they were doing, a talk show back in the day, it's when there's like 5 minutes left, and it's like, oh, wait, we still got time to bring James out. Let's bring him out.
Yeah, I mean,
you get him at the end, like, I don't know if I needed to be here, man.
I mean, an actress is going to actress, right? She's just going to perform and suck up all the air.
It's on her.
No, I'm saying I found her performance to be a little distracting. So if you could just like be here and be cool, that'd be great. And maybe don't make it all about you, because this is the Top Chef show, not the Top Danielle show.
Y'all heard? Y'all heard that?
Brooke liked her. Brooke found her very charming.
I liked her also.
Yeah.
I think she just is one of those people, takes over without being too annoying. Dwayne is now having some trouble with her fish texture that she did not try. As you previously mentioned.
This is so many times that this has happened to her.
Yeah,
so many times. And when I don't know enough about anything to really like comment on her technique, but when you go in there and you have an inkling, you're like, oh shit, I'm going to try to tug this skin off, and it doesn't tug off. That seems like a red flag here.
Yeah, big time.
You know, I
Yeah.
mean, she knew what she was looking for. It was confirmed, and she still went ahead with it. Like, it just, this is when I started like feeling a pit in my stomach. I was like, oh, Dwayne, it's not going good.
No, and she looks unsure about it when she's at the table. You know, it looks pretty nice. You know, Vietnamese stew, tomato, pineapple, bok choy. They like the broth and the flavor, but it
doesn't look good. It looks like somebody already ate it.
I just called it unfortunate. I mean, and the way Tom is kind of playing with it, and she notices her demeanor, like Dwayne, who is Dwayne?
Yeah.
Dwayne is far away. Dwayne left the building, and it's just Dwayne. And if it's anyone else, I maybe don't realize it enough, but she just usually exudes more confidence.
Yeah, and she's also really expressive too, but like not one person at that table enjoyed it. They're like, oh, no, not one person's fish was cooked right. I think Gail said it was translucent at some point.
The flabbiness, the flabby of this episode.
I have a question right here.
Sure.
What is a salamander when you're cooking in a salamander?
It's a broiler, and you can move it like you saw. So you put it in one thing and pull a little gear out, and you can shove it so it gets really close to the heat source. It can get that skin nice and crispy. So it cooks things pretty quick. It's a nice like way to heat things up that have already been roasted a lot.
He called it cooking in the Sally first, and then
that's some more kitchen slang for you right there. Toss her in the Sally. Rhoda's going with like half a fillet of fish here, fennel puree, the artichoke barragoule with a mussel and clam meuniere. Sounds amazing. They, of course, keep saying classic, classic. Everyone is totally happy right now. It's fine.
Yeah, it's a great dish.
Yeah.
And the mayor of Greenville, your girl, tells this story about when she was growing up, there was nothing here. You couldn't do this. How old is she? Was she 150 years old? Like, Greenville has been a very specific destination for a long time. It wasn't like it was just fields and plains 15 years ago. This woman's in her 30s.
Right. I think 20, 25 years ago, I think it has changed a lot. I think the restaurant scene, and I mean, the downtown does not look like it did 25 years ago.
Right. But acting like she's Little House on the Prairie, having to go to the freaking Walnut Grove General Store is just not it.
We're all happy with our rejuvenated downtown areas. We got to sing about them when we can, right?
Sure. Yeah. You're a fan. I got it. Got it. You like Danielle. Check.
Speaking of fans, speaking of folks that we are fans of, it's your boy Seeger. Fish on lentils.
Not with them braised lentils, Blick.
With pepper, sofrito, and dates. It's weird. This is really weird. Not having a sauce on it is weird. I'm like, do any sauce, lose the dates. And this is probably going to... He's like, well, they're probably going to say it's sweet because they always say it's sweet. Did you put dried fruit on there?
Yeah, dates.
Yeah.
Yeah, feels like dates is the way.
Did you want to? Now, these are the judges that already kicked you off of this show one time. Absolutely. Well, then you should probably do the opposite of what you're thinking.
You are articulating exactly what it is. He just knows better. And that's just not fun to watch. It makes me want to punch him in the face. You don't know better. Like, if they tell you that it's gross 2 episodes ago, stop making gross shit. You know, I mean, it's just, he's like, no, they don't. I know better than them.
I got this.
Yeah, I got this. Fuck them. They're after me. They're out to get me. No, they're not.
Lawrence has an awesome looking steamed fish with ginger, scallion, leek, bok choy. He's got a chili oil. He said he made with some fish bones in there. Now, I've made that kind of chili oil, but I've had like dried shallot or, crispy garlic or shallot. But having the like roasted fish bone sounds very interesting.
Yeah, your girl liked it. Remember the previews from last week? She's like, this is busted.
You just wanted to say busted, didn't you?
No one says busted all the time, and I felt a little old for it, but...
It did worry me, though, when Gail's like, I feel it, too. I thought she was about to start getting her shoulders going. I was like, don't do it.
No, everybody should have. Everybody should have just given a little bit of shoulder in there, just to sort of like for festivity.
They may have. Maybe maybe that's on our...
They made this woman just sit here just to give
Secrets
shoulders.
Revealed.
Just give shoulders by herself.
Who's going to? James London? He's not doing it.
James London. We need to shake him awake a couple of times. But Jonathan is just luxuriating in his extra time.
He's got his 30. He's frying stuff. He's testing it. Testing the fish that he's cooked.
That's right.
So fish cooks quick. Just test it.
Yes,
no matter
and
what you're doing.
If you ask anybody how his fish taco was, he's going to tell you it's real good.
Yeah.
He's going to say it. He's going to tell you. He's going to reiterate it. He's going to emphasize it. It's real good.
That man could drop a basketball in the fryer and be like, have y'all had this?
That's so good.
This is the greatest thing.
More fucking spotted bass. Spotted bass. Spotted bass.
More
spotted
bass for that ass, as she says. This is Lawrence's pan-seared fish with the poblano sauce, a goosey, and yassa, which is usually like a chicken and lemon dish. So very cool little twist on that. Another more simple one, pepper, herbs, great fish focus, all the things you want to hear. Like you hear, his ingredients help pull like the different flavors of the fish people thought. And that is an awesome thing to hear.
He's a real teacher's pet. Like I don't know if he's made something that they didn't like yet.
I think this is one of those dishes though that comes like very, old worldly, usually pertains to like old European stuff. But like this is something I'm guessing like this kind of recipe has probably been around for a long, long, long time, thousands of years. And when you pull on that from a different part of the world and like use that local fish and bring it together and they're able to work, then yeah, man, you're going to smoke. I mean, way to go. I think that's awesome.
Yeah. Sherry says, is this where Sherry says that Lawrence is her only her major competition, not her only one? Is that where she says this?
It might be. This is where she's putting up her curry, doing a little in the pan with the curry also, with just a papaya salad.
And Jonathan, again, very confident. Just walking around, chest puffed out, talking about how good.
How'd that taco sound, though?
I mean, it was good. Yeah. I mean, I would have ate the shit out of it, too. But, like, come on. I need you to just not be the worst twin ever.
A fish taco with avocado mousse, the chipotle remoulade, cabbage slaw.
Yum.
Great batter, great texture, great flavor. If you're going to do the fried fish, you better nail it.
Well,
and he did.
After Kristen was like, oh, I'm so surprised that we didn't have any fried fish. And then here comes Jonathan serving up the fried fish.
Gail was like, we had it undercooked once.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, we did.
Burn.
We did do
like,
that.
The less chefs we get, the meaner the judges get. Like, they just are like cutthroat.
Well,
even Kristen is feeling a little like salty.
How many times have we heard them talk about undercooked food, specifically fish?
Yeah.
Just don't do it. So now they've said the same thing to the same people like 5-6 times.
I feel you, Top Chef judges. It's part of my job. But after Jonathan, Tom is not grumpy.
Yeah.
And, it's good food. And then again, Gail's like, it takes a real confidence to do a taco. And so everybody's really commenting. And this is where I thought it was going to go bad. They tricked us a little bit in the editing because I thought it was about to go bad.
No, it goes good. Everybody's happy. Goes, they're like, that 90 minutes was quick. I was like, I can bet, man. That was a whole lot we just talked about. I mean, we could hardly talk about this in less than 90.
I mean, it was, fast.
The favorites, again, they're pulling from all these different regions, styles of cooking. I think that it's great that they're representing all this. Like Rhoda's, that was loved all around, is kind of French. Anthony's, they're talking about his great balance of flavor with the African roots. Lawrence, Cantonese, again, this was for his wife, the first time he cooked it.
Y'all, his wife is not dead.
Even though actress Danielle Brooks is talking about her now also.
No, that's and now I know why your wife got you. Like, it's so, but she's still alive, everybody.
Jonathan with his Latin American, kind of pulling from there and then talking about the difficulty of it to do it perfectly. Harmonious even.
Yeah.
But Lawrence wins again. Real hot streak.
2 in a row. Yeah. And he has won 4 out of the 10 challenges. Now, is that not a record? We talked a lot about Rhoda's record breaking.
Just in the last couple of years, we've had somebody do more than that, I believe.
Well, much was made about Rhoda's
from a couple of years ago won like 7 or 8 or something like that overall. I mean, it was wild.
Well, they didn't make as much hay about Lawrence's 2 in a row as they did about Rhoda's.
No. I mean, there's just more people there, so it's harder to win at the very beginning. Seeger, of course, they're getting on to him about the sweetness. The cook of the fish. Like, that's why they're getting frustrated. It's the same stuff over and over again.
They're one of their major beefs with him, and this is where he got his dumb, sassy joke, where there was like nothing, there was no connectivity to it. Like, there was no bridge that kept them together.
Yeah.
And then he says to Gail, your girl,
Yeah.
well, I thought the spoon would be the connection.
I thought, like,
Get out.
the
You're fired.
Sandman was going to come off and,
Yeah.
like, pull him off
Like,
the coat
like
hook.
Night of the Apollo.
Yes. Like, you're not only off the show, you're just off television.
Yeah.
You're off screens
And
forever.
it didn't land. And I think he thought it was going to be sort of like a little bit of a whimsy or maybe a little self-deprecating, but it didn't land that way.
Nope. Makes it worse.
Especially when Gail said, oh, sassy.
Yeah. You're a real piece of shit.
Yeah. I mean, it was embarrassing because one person laughed. But, and this is another thing too about Dwayne. I don't know if it's better or worse where everybody's like, I loved your broth. It would have tasted so good. It was so good, so good, so good, except for that rubbery fucking fish you did. Does that make it better or worse?
It's not great. She gets to hear all these compliments at first. She knows she's on the bottom, but then it's like, you got to hear about the fish cookery, and it's the problem with it. It's like the test is important. As we're saying.
Yeah, girl.
Now we're saying it over and over again, like these folks. The judges go over the two of them. We hear more positivities really about Dwayne's, but the major issue is just bigger. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
She's been killing it.
That's it just.
But Dwayne has to pack her knives and go.
It seems like whiplash, right? Because she does so well.
Big time.
And there's no cumulative. And I know I talk about Project Runway quite a bit, but there is a cumulative deciding factor too, where one challenge can absolutely send you home, but like a larger quality, a larger talent goes into it. It sort of seems like it's every man for themselves in every minute of every challenge.
They've talked about it in some seasons. Like, this is where the cumulative stuff will matter more, at least up to a certain point. But they haven't really talked about that this year. So I don't know if it really is factoring in or not. Certainly seems like it isn't. But sometimes one huge error like this, as you've seen, is enough to just get the boot.
Because it happened with Oscar, because he won, or he was in the top.
Right, in the first part.
Yeah, and then they sent him home. But whenever they come back, they're all high-fiving for Lawrence and stuff. And I'm going to tell you right now, Jeff, this is y'all, everybody listen up. Never trust a man who calls another man big dog. How did they come to? He's like, oh, good job, big dog. Claps him on the back. Nope, not trustworthy. I won't be trusting you.
I didn't think you would have anyway. You do refer to him as the bad twin.
Yes, he is the bad twin.
Like I said, it's rough for Dwayne here, but do you think Dwayne gets to come back and compete? Like, can she come back and compete in the spirit of Dwayne sometime?
As much as she made about how competitive she is, I bet she went home kicking her own ass all the way. Like, she is a fairly sore loser. And I bet she had to go take a knee. Her and Dwayne both had to go take a knee and just recover from this crushing loss.
She's talking herself up, though, before. Yeah, I'm going to go get a martini, and then it's back to being a boss-ass bitch.
Yeah, of course. What is she going to do, cry on TV? Like, no, but she's definitely going to go home and lick her wounds.
Then coming up next is our last stop, our last day in Greenville. Sherry.
Man.
Seems like she's having some trouble, and I don't think next week's elimination challenge goes as well as this week's did.
Sherry definitely pitches a fit.
I can't wait.
Well, because she said it herself, too. Like, she's, just kind of coasting. She's kind of treating her like the stepchild here. She says, always a bridesmaid, never a bride. So she doesn't even know how to make corrections if she's not even getting any feedback. Do they like it? Do they don't like it? Are they ignoring it? Are they even getting served it?
She's too good to get the feedback.
Yeah.
And she's not bad enough to have to get it.
Right.
Yeah, it's
So she doesn't even know what she's doing here or there.
But where it's boiling down, it's going along great.
Mm-hmm.
We have to do our hard part right now.
Yeah.
We have 6 chefs left.
So there's only 2 in each category.
We've got 2 in each category, correct. So seeded, weeded, and defeated. Seeded being the best, defeated being the worst. In our defeated category, who do you have?
Seeger, Avi, but Sherry. Now, not because of her talent. I think that the constant criticism, the scrutiny, the just lack of progression is going to get to her, and she's going to flub it or something, or something's going to happen. She's not thriving.
I have Seeger as well, and of course, I still have Jonathan. He's been, I keep betting against him.
His taco didn't have...
He keeps sticking around.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got to be somebody.
Okay. Well, for my weeded, I had Jonathan and Rhoda.
Yeah.
I don't know. Rhoda, I don't know. I just feel like being gone, the gap was working against her.
I understand. It's these last 4 are just tough.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we should pretty much rank them from here on out because it's
Maybe.
hardly, but I mean, I've got Sherry, who I've loved the whole time, and also Anthony in Weeded.
You have Anthony and Weeded?
I have Anthony.
Wow. Who do you have in Seeded?
In Seeded, I have Lawrence, our current champion, and Rhoda.
Wow. I have Anthony and Lawrence in the Seeded.
Would you say Rhoda's your third?
Yeah.
Well, see,
sure.
I would say Anthony. We have the same top 3.
And also, too, I need them to stop sending the women home. It can't be an all-men top 5 or top 3.
No, what is this, season 1 through 6?
Well, I mean...
It was a little more like that.
So fight the patriarchy, everybody. But yeah, so now, when we do this next week, we'll only have 5 chefs to rank.
Yeah, so we've probably got down to 5, down to 4, down to 3, and maybe only 1. So we may have just 4 episodes.
Numbers work?
That it goes 3 to 1.
Is that how numbers work? We go from 5 to 4 to 3 to 2 to 1?
But I didn't say 2.
Well...
We record this.
Do we get a reunion to add to?
I don't know if we will this year. We have before. I'd be surprised if they did one.
What the fuck do they talk about? Nobody's clawing each other's eyes out. Nobody's mad.
No, it's usually just who has a new faux hawk and cool sneakers.
Nah,
pretty much.
I'll follow you on Instagram for all that. I want to hear you get confronted. That's what I need.
No, not these folks. This isn't that show. I've been telling you.
I'm telling you.
They work together.
They could sprinkle it in. There could be some things.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
I mean, that depends on what you mean by work. But we're dwindling it down.
We are.
So thanks for coming and hanging out with us on our back from vacay. This is the first one.
Thanks, everybody. And join us later in the week when we do a little mini episode. We'll get caught up on the trip, make more predictions, and talk about some food.
Yep.
Thanks, y'all.